Listen.
Do you mind if I put my 2 cents in?
No, honey, I don't mind.
Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why have you come with me? Strange.
Where's my dough?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. It's your host, Chuck Allen, with your host, Uncle Freezy, coming to you live January 10th, 2023.
Wow.
Vibrant Ones, are you in the building? How you doing this morning?
Man, I am fantastic, boss. Yo, it's hilarious that sometimes we forget to hit this live, but hey, Vibesters, y'all got to get in the circle that we got, bro, because we have sometimes the conversation. I'm like, yo, hold on, son, hold on. Let me hit the button. Because sometimes the backstage conversation, you know what I'm saying? You know what? When the channel get monetized, what we can do is like start recording the back conversations and then putting them in that. If you join the channel, we could put that piece out there. You know what I'm saying? Like the extras. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm with that.
Yo, good morning to everybody out there, all the Vibesters. Soulfinger, I see you, Soulfinger. That's my brother from the
Soulfinger.
DSJ, the original DSJ, straight out of Mount Vernon, New York.
R&B sensation.
The R&B sensation.
Yes, sir.
The R&B sensation DSJ is in the building. I don't have nothing in my cup this morning, Chuck. I actually drank a Coke Zero Sugar. You know what I'm saying? This morning, I generally don't drink anything that harsh. But oh snap. All right, hold on for a second.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Another day, another dollar. We're here, Vibrant Ones.
Man, you getting a dollar? You getting a dollar, man?
Yeah, man.
Another day, another dime.
Oh, wow.
I need to go talk to HR, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, back in the day, man, it probably was another day, another dime.
Right. Yeah,
especially the way my great uncles them used to talk.
Yeah,
man, you could get two honey buns for a quarter. For a quarter?
For a quarter, Chuck. And
for
the sad thing, I remember that. Oh my God. Now they wasn't them big Texas size honey buns now.
No.
They wasn't them big, but they was the honey buns we used to get like two for a quarter. They used to be syrupy sweet on the inside. They didn't have all that stuff on the outside that make them sweet. They used to be oh my God. Them things, but they used to be so sweet, they used to make your teeth hurt. Yeah, man.
And that's why I don't eat the honey buns with the white icing on it. You give me one of them,
sweet, bro. What is all that? I need sugar and glaze.
No, why?
What the hell is good?
Why?
Right.
Like, why?
I like tasting the butter and the cinnamon. You know what I'm saying? All of that on it. Man, listen. Danny Landis.
Danny Landis
is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the man with 19 jobs, Danny Landis.
Danny Landis. Yo, Danny Landis, you my guy, man. Like salute to you, man. You're a hard-working dude, yo.
Dude, bro.
Hey,
Landis, that's my guy.
those people who know Danny Landis, when Danny Landis be in the chat, Danny be at work all the time.
All the time, bro. Taking care of his people.
Taking care of business, man. Salute. Have
salute,
nothing but respect.
Nothing but respect and love for Danny Landis and big boy Lucas. Shout out to Lucas.
Lucas.
That's our guy. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, man.
You want to jump into health and lifestyle? Because you said something just now about honey buns. It kind of triggered something in me about the things we consume and how they are extremely unhealthy.
I got something I want to talk to you about health and lifestyle. I want to talk to you about the medication topic that we had earlier.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you want to do that as random thoughts, we can do random thoughts right now.
Let's do it.
1, 2. Okay.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
Oh,
yo, that joint is so fire. Hey.
Yeah, that breakdown too.
Oh,
easy, baby. Yeah, I'll be rocking that.
My man said, "You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me hot and dry, baby. You give me ice and fire. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me hot and dry." And he talked. The way he talked just like Uncle Freezy in a way. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me high and dry. He talked just like you know what I'm saying. Them Freezies talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
But you want to get on? Let's get on it. Let's do it. Let's do the random thoughts. Let's get it. Let's talk about the honey buns.
Here's the thing. So I'm now that I'm almost a year being diabetic. Next month will be a year. I'm looking at a lot of this stuff. That's what, because as a diabetic, man, you gotta really watch what you eat. So I'm in the store and I'm just looking at the stuff and I'm like, yo, why do you have honey buns with icing? Like thick, like you can peel off the white icing.
You can scrape the icing off, bro.
Yes. Before I was diabetic, I used to do that. Like I would scrape the icing off.
Right.
Like, nah, man, that's too sweet.
Yes.
Now I saw something the other day, was the same exact honey bun with the white icing and the glaze and the raspberry filling on the inside. Who needs that?
Bro, who needs that much sugar at once?
Crackheads.
Yes. Something.
Yeah, like knock on wood, random like when I worked at Food Line Warehouse, all my people in the South, y'all know Food Line. I worked at Food Line Warehouse, or one of the many distribution warehouses they have. Right. And when you're pulling orders for the store, there's a thing called production. You have to pull a certain amount of product an hour to get your, a higher hourly raise, right? or hourly pay. So the base pay is like $11 an hour. But if you pull production, it jumps to like 17. And if you do more than production, which would be over 350 pieces an hour, $20 even. So in order to pull production, usually you got to be there on time in the morning.
Yep.
Which is 6 o'clock. Right? And then that means you work all day, usually till about 4.
Yeah.
Unless it's one of them days where, hey, we're gonna be here to 6, right?
Right.
There was a gentleman. He was a undercover crackhead. Like, people knew, but he tried to front like he wasn't. He shows up late. It's noon. We're going to lunch. Is when he's coming in, right? He sits down to the little, and when you got those warehouse jobs, you got the little picnic areas, the little benches where people sit, smoke their cigarettes, eat their lunch, whatever. So he comes over there. He has a cup of coffee. He has like 20 packs of sugar, puts in the coffee.
What?
Here we go, Uncle. He takes 2 yellow jackets. And for those who don't know what yellow jackets are, they're supposed to be like these energy pills. They sell them at the gas station. They look just like little bumblebees, little capsules. Yep. He opens 2 capsules, put them in the coffee. He takes another 2 yellow jackets, put in his mouth, drinks this concoction that he just made.
Right.
And there's a crew that work there. They're the tutors. With those who don't know what the tutors are, those are the guys that like the toot.
They the bumpers.
Yes, the bumpers, right?
I was go around and give me a little bump. Yeah,
right.
Bumpers, yeah.
So they walk out in the parking lot. Everybody come back. And I'm like, yo, this guy just put cocaine in his system, 4 yellow jackets, 20 packs of sugar, and coffee. He's gonna die.
just so that he can make production.
Uncle Freezy, he pulled 450 pieces from 12 to about 5 o'clock.
Bro, you got to be flying.
And so that had me thinking, like, yo, what are we putting in our bodies? Why are we putting this? Like, this can't be good for you.
No, it can't not be good. Right.
Nah, this wasn't the graveyard shift. This was first shift, man.
This first shift. This 8 o'clock. He probably been at work since 7:15, sitting in the break room waiting to get started. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, man. During the summertime, man, I come in early. I'm in early. One, you want to get there early because you want to get a good jack. That's number one.
Jack. Yep.
Because if you get there late, you're gonna get the jack that don't stop.
Yeah.
Or it goes slow, or it rumbles, and that means all your order is gonna be on the floor.
Gonna be shaking off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you guys have been in the grocery store and you see the pallets wrapped up. Some of them be wrapped real nice and tight, and then other ones look like they're about to explode.
They lean, yeah, man.
They lean to the side. That's somebody that don't know what they're doing. They ain't tied them boxes in right. But anyway, I saw something the other day, and I was like, man, I wish I wasn't diabetic. After all these things I just said about the dude and putting all this stuff in his body, it was a Snicker stuffed into dough, then deep fried. And then hearing it, I was like, Nah, man.
What are we
But
doing
when
out
they
here?
cut it open and that caramel and everything start
That
dripping, I was
nougat.
like,
Yeah.
the fat man on the inside was like, yes.
Yeah.
But the smart man that lives upstairs was like, you want to
You want to die?
die? Do you want to die?
And so Chuck, my fear of death is weird, right? My fear of death is weird. Like, and I share with you, since we in random thoughts, like my fear of death is not dying itself, but I don't want to have an embarrassing death. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I don't want y'all to be in the Civic Center at my funeral, like, yo, did this really kick the bucket because he tripped over his dog? And I was in the back, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want y'all to be in the Civic Center, right? Like legit in y'all best clothes, y'all in there, you know what I'm saying? Cats is outside smoking whatever they smoke, and outside talking like, man, Uncle Freezy, big tough ass, died because he had to pee and he's going to the bathroom and tripped over his dog. And when they got to the scene, he had the scene dead with pee all over him. See, I ain't want to. That's what I'm afraid of, right? I don't want to be there. Because I'm not afraid of dying. Really, to be honest with you, I'm not really afraid of normal stuff that people are afraid of, right? And that is what makes me afraid. Like in my mind, I'm afraid that I'm not afraid of certain stuff, if that makes any sense. Right? Because normal people have common sense. Like the fear factor kick in and they'll do right. Right? My thing is kind of backwards, whatever. And that's not a good thing. That's a very, 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 very bad thing. That's a terrible thing. Right? The fear factor thing. Right? That's a terrible thing.
Right.
My fear is that of dying is not that somebody will shoot me. My fear is that, you know what I'm saying, I'll be at McDonald's, you know what I'm saying, with 2 Quarter Pounder and cheese combos, and I'll slip on somebody's mop bucket and die. And the picture of me will be holding a Quarter Pounder with cheese in my hand as I go to the upper room. You know what I'm saying? But he said he was dieting. You know what I'm saying? That's my fear. Not of dying, but of dying an embarrassing death. You know what I mean? I know that's weird, right? But I just don't want to go out like that. I want to go out like the romantic death, like 90 years old, 90, 100 years old, however long I'm going to live. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? My great-grands by my side, you know, arguing over who going to take over the wealth in the family. Now, mind you, I don't have any wealth. I'm envisioning by the time I get 90, I will have something. You know what I'm saying? You know, the kids at my side, and you know what I'm saying, and a young Uncle Freezy, a third generation Uncle Freezy will be there to step up and take over the empire, so to speak. Like Fred Sanford. Like how Fred Sanford said when they come in, Fred, you all right? Oh, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. And then he look at Lamont and he's like, no, I ain't coming. I can't leave the Sanford Arms to that big dummy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I kind of in that space, right? But I said all of that to say, like, the way these things are packaged nowadays, man, and my random thought is one that I've seen a lot of people my age pass away, like DMX, like Biz Markie, like Shock G, you know what I'm saying? Granddaddy IU, all these dudes around my age or younger or older or whatever. And people younger than me, like Biggie and Tupac and you see how many people getting out of here. And so my random thought is, man, I want to live a long, productive life, man. I want to be that dude that y'all meet at a certain age, and y'all get to develop, y'all get to understand, y'all get to know me for who I am, right?
Right.
Yeah, y'all get to know me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get to y'all get to know me for who I am. So when we start getting together, meeting in all these places, and like by the time I start making this trip out to San Diego's, and meeting up with Soul Fingers and the San Diego crews, the West Coast crew, Subliminal 209, and all those guys out there on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in this space where y'all can really, because behind in this little box that I'm in, y'all don't really know who I am, right? Because all I can do is tell you, right? But then when we get out and about and go do things, you can see like who I am as a person, and you can get the Uncle Freezy experience, I guess, so to speak. So that way, when I do kick the bucket, you be like, man, all that dude that said when he was in that little teeny box, he was absolutely right. He wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want y'all to have to come together before that time and be like, yeah, that fat motherfucker was walking to the mailbox and he just fell over in the yard and had a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want it to be that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be that. And then y'all in the Civic Center, like, damn, man, Uncle Freezy couldn't even walk to the mailbox. Yeah, he out here. He tripped over a garden. He tripped over a yard gnome and went to the upper room. I don't want it to be that. Hey, Chef NYK, we definitely gonna be there, right? We've been trying to get in contact with, and this is a side note, Chef NYK, man, we've been trying to get in contact with Coach. You remember Coach Malpica? We've been trying to get in contact with him, man. We lost contact with him for some reason. He ain't returning calls or nothing. So we're just trying to give him the opportunity, bro. I mean, because we going to Orlando, right? But then if you know what I'm saying, if we leave him out and then he show back up, he gonna be like, man, y'all did the Orlando trip without me. Yup, because we've been calling you for about a month. So we definitely going. Definitely. My bad, Chuck.
No. I was about the Orlando trip is.
For us, it'll be February 5th. The Orlando Magic game is February 7th.
Oh, February 7th. Okay.
February 7th. Yeah. Man, it'll be dope if you can go. If you can't, bro, I understand. It's like last minute and all of that stuff. But
nah, man,
you'll definitely be there.
That's something I wouldn't mind doing if it's in February.
Yeah,
because I was under the impression that it was this month.
No, Atlanta is this month, January 20th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Atlanta is not gonna be big. I'm just going down there. I'm just going down there for the game, hang out with the fellas. You know what I'm saying, and I'm coming back.
Okay.
For January 20th, I think that's a Friday. So I'm gonna take off and do that trip by myself. That ain't that. And I'm gonna go hang out with Chef and Corey Lee and the Atlanta crowd. Might get Hoodie Cav to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like fire. You want to jump into health and lifestyle now?
Let's jump into health and lifestyle, bro. Let's jump into health and lifestyle.
Check it. Yeah. I was about to go.
Yeah, man.
Yo, y'all sleeping on y'all. Our transition music is fire.
It's
It is a
fire.
vibe. Like we have a vibe going. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
So what you got on? What you got on the agenda for health and lifestyle?
I think what we need to start doing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think what we need to start doing is setting goals for ourselves. I asked Mo a question yesterday, and I think it was like one of the best questions I asked in a long time. And it's not because I'm smart. It was because I was digging and being nosy. Right? So I asked this question. What do you see what do you want to see when you look in the mirror? Like what do you want to see when you look in the mirror? Right? Like not what's your dream goal, right? Like what do you want to see when you look in the mirror? Like give you an example. When I look at the mirror, I want to have a body like Dave Bautista.
Okay.
Right? That's what I want. Right? That's what I want. Right now, I am so far away from what Dave Bautista looks like. It's crazy. For me to even say that is bananas. But that's what I want. Right? And if I want it, the second question is, are you willing to put in the work to get there? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Am I willing to meal prep, stay in the gym 3 hours a day, every day, 4 times a week? Absolutely. I'm absolutely on board with doing that. Right?
Okay.
That's absolutely what I want at this stage in my life. I've done a lot of stuff in my life. The one thing that I found that I can't control is the body, like the way my body looks. I absolutely want to have that body. And I'm not 6'6" like Batista. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, but what I can do, I can stop eating those honey buns that Chuck said he saw in the bodega. I can stop doing that.
Right.
I can limit my carbs. I can do that. I can control that. Right? I can stop drinking beer. I can stop doing that. I can stop smoking. I can stop drinking things that's not healthy for you. Like I don't need to eat Oreos and chase it with strawberry milk. I can stop doing that. Matter of fact, I don't do that. For the most part, I think that I'm doing the right thing. The only part I need to add is the weightlifting piece. Right? But unfortunately, I've been injured. Like I got a bad knee right now and a bad ankle on the other leg. You know what I'm saying? Right? Jason Madden is in the building. C-Mac is in the building. What's good?
Salute.
And so my thing is, what do I want more? Do I want to get that Batista type body, or do I want to feed junk to the machine?
I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, like what I would like to see, like I want that Jonathan Majors to Creed 3.
Yeah.
Muscle on top of muscles, right?
Yes.
But Uncle Freezy, I would be a lie to tell you, yo, my ethic is there. My work ethic is there for me to get there.
Right.
It is absolutely not. To hit the gym that many times, yo, I don't have the ethic anymore. And I don't know how to get it back.
Right.
To do that. To lose weight, sure, man. I've lost 35 pounds.
That's and hey, listen, 35 pounds is accomplishment.
Oh, especially
You should be excited about that. Anytime somebody hear you say that, they should be congratulating you, bro.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's yo, man. For me, being in my 40s now, man, losing weight is hard.
Right.
I remember being a young teen, young adult.
Hey, your mic going in and out, boss.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I remember being in my late teens, early young adulthood, and I would be at barbecues and cookouts, and my auntie would be like, "Boy, you got a stomach like a steel trap. You
Yeah.
putting all that food away,
Yep.
and you don't gain no weight." And I'm like, "Nah," but I was very active. I played
Right.
sports year round.
Right.
It didn't matter what it was. I was going to play because you live in a small town. Ain't nothing else to do.
Ain't nothing else to do.
There's nothing else to do. So,
Yeah.
so I stayed in shape. But as time went on, got into my 30s, I already had my accident.
Yep.
I still have an ethic, right?
Right.
For those who don't know, for those who were here from day one, know that it was a point in my life use my hands. But I was determined that wasn't going to be the rest of my life. So I had a certain kind of drive.
Right.
Oh, y'all going back to your room because y'all tired? I'm in the gym until the last person clocks out.
Yeah.
Like, all right, Chuck, that's it. I gotta go home. Like, that's me. That was
Right.
my determination at the time.
Right.
But then another 10 years rolled around. That guy gone. So I don't think I could accomplish what I would like to look like when I see myself in the mirror. You know?
Right. What I will say to you, boss, is this. I don't give advice to other men because a lot of times, you know, when you give advice about the portion of the story that you hear, but it doesn't always include everything. So I try to ease back on the advice because there's always other factors that go into everything. Right?
Absolutely.
Like okay. Like with me, my lack of motivation comes from not from what I'm not from being lazy, but I have a hole in my emotions, so to speak. Right? Like emotionally, I'm not always because I can say 10 years ago I could turn into a rage monster. 20 years ago I could turn into a rage monster. Shit, 30 years ago I could turn. Well, you know what? My whole life, except here recently, I could turn into a rage monster over something stupid. Right?
Yes, sir.
Over something stupid, right? But I didn't know that was a hole in my emotions. I thought that was the way I am. Man, yo, such and such tried to play me. You know what I'm saying? On some, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know I had a hole in my emotions based on something. And so what used to happen is that hole I had in my emotions, I used to try to fill it up. Like I legit tried to fill it up with sometimes with food, sometimes with women. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it would be stuff. Like who legit needs 7 cars? Right? Why you need 7 cars?
For one, for every day of the week.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying 7 good cars. I'm just saying 7 cars in general.
Oh.
You know.
I'm sorry. I was just messing around.
Oh, okay. And so I think a lot of us have that, like we have like a hole in our emotions where we try to fill that void, that gap, that hole, whatever we want to call it. We try to fill it up with stuff, right? And while we trying to fill the hole up, we address the filling part, but we don't address the whole part. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
And so some of the older cats in the place to be, the Soul Fingers and everybody, and Mr. Vince and everybody, y'all understand where I'm coming from when I say this. Like, how many Mercedes Benz do you need? Right? How many BMWs do you need? How many sets of clothes do you? How many pair of Jordans do you? I'm not a Jordan person, but there are Jordan people in the chat. Legit, how many pair of Air Jordans do you need? Chuck, how many records do you need? Right? Think about these things when I say them, right? We tell ourselves that we have to have them, right? Like, how many things do you? It's like an obsessive compulsive disorder, right? Like, legit, like, you know, how much computer software does Uncle Freezy need? Right? Some of it I can't even get to. I'm still trying to get more, and I can't even get to it because I don't have the time to use it. But when I see it, I'm like, yep, I need that. Yep. It's like Chuck could tell y'all about my obsession with OBS. I'm obsessed with OBS. I will be on OBS all night if you allow me to. Right? But the thing about that is, how am I obsessed with cars and clothes and Jordans and software, but not obsessed with taking care of my body?
Priorities, man.
Chuck, it's like it's a thing. It's a hole in your. It's about the complete self. It's about the complete self, because what happens is those clothes and those Jordans, you put that on your body. We taking care of the stuff we put on our body, but we won't take care of our body in general.
Right.
Not to mention the mental health part of it. You know what I'm saying? The mental health, the emotional health, the physical health. It's a lot of this stuff, bro. That part of the reason why, you know, we go to the gym is not because I'm slothy, not because I'm lazy. It's like an obstacle that I'm mentally and emotionally trying to get over. Wayne Peterson is in the building. What's good?
Salute, Wayne. Salute. I don't know. I think it's the vanity of humanity,
right,
where I will dress this hunk of junk up, even though I'm not running right on the inside. Like,
right,
you from the South, you seeing guys like, you know, you put 24s on a Chevy Celebrity.
It go hard. It go hard though. That's our mindset.
Right.
On a celebrity though. Hey, your mic going in and out, boss.
Can you hear me? I keep. How about now? Am I good? No.
Yeah, it was going in and out on you. It sounded like the cord or something.
Yeah. See, so I had got a brand new one. See how thick that joint is? I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the mic, because I done dropped it like a million times.
Like Obama. You just,
but this is supposed to be, you know, one of those industry standard road-worthy mics. You're supposed to be able to drop it, you know, to shore. SM57.
Yeah.
So all the tech geeks out there, sound geeks, you know about the SM57. But I know guys. Yo, I remember a cat specifically bought a Pontiac Parisian 2-door, right? Because back then the box Chevy 2-doors were hot commodity.
Yes.
So, but this Parisian was for sale for like $300. But when you turn it over, all you heard was sound like somebody was shaking an empty spray can.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe about a month, 2 months go by. You hear the but he got like 24s on this car.
Right.
You're not gonna fix the engine.
You're not gonna get them lifters fixed, because that's what it is. You ain't gonna. All you got to do. You ain't gonna spend $800 so my man can. You ain't gonna spend $800 to get them lifters fixed.
Man, there was so many shade tree mechanics that was on them rocks that would have did it for a couple of $100, not even 800. If that's what it cost to do, they would have done it for 100 to 2 or 6-pack and get them a slab or something.
Yeah,
I done heard these conversations. So I'm like,
right,
bro, you're not gonna get your nah. So the next purchase this guy gets 2 18 3,000 watt amp and some tweeters. I said, yo, you ain't gonna get no mid range either. He was like, nah, you hear the bass, you ain't gonna hear the knocking of the engine.
Yeah.
And you got a bad CD joint, you got cooking and knocking. But that goes to show.
Every time I hear about that, Chuck, I'm just thinking about run, Forrest, run, Forrest, run. That's all I think about. When I hear them story, yeah, I know exactly what you talk about, boss, because it's like, it's like the neighborhood, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you will, like, you'll be in Turtle Yard, everybody be in Turtle Yard, like Turtle be cooking on the grill, and the car be up under the tree. Turtle be done bought the car from North Carolina, but he done find him another car, so he's selling this Chuck. He's selling a 4-door Cavalier, right?
Where he find that at?
Yeah, I know. It was like it's like the 80. Looks like the 82 station wagon Cavalier. Remember them?
Oh,
yeah.
My man had one, a station wagon, a white one. He used to call it the Ghost.
Yes. Yo, you could not destroy. I heard that dude drove home from Columbia with no oil in it and got it in the yard, and the car still cranked up the next morning. You could not destroy them things, bro. So anyway, my man Turtle, he's like, hey Turtle, how much you want for that Cavalier? Turtle was like, I ain't selling it. So you already know the price already jacked up through the roof, right? So my man buy it from Turtle for $700. The car was probably worth $400.
Okay.
Right? Do you know what he did when he got that Cavalier? He put 18-inch Daytons on it. That was back when 18-inch meant something.
Oh yeah.
He had to get his wheel well. You know what I'm saying? You know the wheel well lining?
Yeah. He had to take that out.
Yes.
He had to take it out because it was gonna rub. Yeah. I know.
Yeah. He put gold Daytons on a Cavalier station wagon with a bad paint job.
And
talk about
them Daytons cost at least 6 times what the car costs for sure.
Yes. But he didn't buy him out the store. He bought him from Bo Peep. So he went down to Bo Peep. Bo Peep had him in his barn. Like Bo Peep, man. He's like, yeah, man. I'll let you get him for $1,600. And he's like, but they ain't even got the I forget what the
Spinners.
yeah, they ain't got the spinners on them. Sorry, but you just gotta go uptown and get you some spinners. They don't make the spinners for that no more. You just gotta have Mitch Mac spinners. Chuck, car still in the yard right now, 2023. Still in the yard with them damn Mitch Mac spinners on them Daytons. And the car still running.
Hey, man. I believe that was a V6 in that camera.
Bro, I'm telling you,
man.
Bro, I'm telling. Hey, and shout out to our chat. I know our chat is from all over the place, man. From all the way out on the West Coast, all the way to down on the East Coast, down Florida, man. Everywhere in between, all these spaces and places, all these familiar faces. You know what I'm saying? But we like to talk the way that y'all like to have that talk to y'all, man. We regular folk. Like, I ain't gonna get up here and be like showboating. That ain't my thing. I'm just a regular dude, right? Like, I ain't great. Like, with me, I don't do that high step stuff. I'm just a regular cat. So when I talk to y'all about a Cavalier station wagon with Dayton's on it, with the Mitch Mac spinners, bruh, trust me. The car still look good now. Now, mind you, the car is about 40 years old, right? The car's about 40 years old, but he keep the paint job up on every now and then. Now, he don't go get the Dope Boy paint job. He just go take it to Mako. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he go take it $350. How much? Chuck, how much the Mako paint job cost?
It depends. The
50, right?
Ambassador paint job used to be $199.
Yeah.
But $300 get you the better. That Ambassador, they spraying over whatever your car came. If it ain't prime, it ain't sand, they don't care.
Right.
They just spraying.
They just coating.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But that just tell you, like, why would you put that much money into a car like that? Which, if you put it on the market right now with them Daytons, with the Mitch Mac spinners on it, that car with the motor ticking, with the lifters, and y'all know what I'm talking. Y'all, when you crank it up, it's like that tapping. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Sound like a trap song.
Sound like the hi-hats.
Yes. Sound like a trap song when you crank it up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, even now, if you sell it right now, man, you ain't getting that but like $500 for it. Maybe.
It depends. Right? It depends if the person who's buying it like the fact it got Dayton's on it. Because that's what you're buying it for.
The Dayton's.
You're buying it for the Dayton's, in my opinion.
Right.
But I know you guys are like, yo, they're going all over the place. But think about what we're saying. People are willing to invest in something that's not even worth the investment.
Right.
Same thing with our health. Like, people do this on an everyday basis. So when it comes to your health, yo, man, long haven't been to the dentist in 20 years, haven't been to the doctor in 40 years, you're over 40 and you haven't had a prostate exam at all. You don't even know what your cholesterol numbers are or your blood pressure.
Right.
But you got goals in your mouth.
Yep.
Diamond.
Right.
On these big rims. And then guess what? Just like that. Man, you heard about Big Bubba?
Hey, I couldn't hear you, boss.
Yep. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got what you saying though. I get what you're saying. Like, what are we investing in? And so that's the thing I was getting at. Like, you want to be a big boy, you know what I'm saying, a ticking time bomb, so to speak. But you got 14 pair of Jordans, or you want to, what I'm saying, get that body back right. And that's why I asked the question, like, what do you want to be when you look in the mirror? So for some, it's not even the physical part. For some, it's the achievement accolade part.
Yes.
For some, they want to be the chief rocker, right? Right. They want to be the chief rocker of the party. But it's like these things that what I'm saying, that they may have to overcome. Like for me, I call myself the #1 chief rocker in Knicks universe, not because I call myself that from day one, but I started as an MC at the parties, right? Give me that microphone. I'll do something with it. Yes, y'all. To the beach, y'all. This is like 80s stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the #1 chief rocker, and your main man, Uncle Free. So I started all of this back in the 80s, right?
Right.
And so there were times that I absolutely bombed. Like I used to host like these talent shows and comedy events. Not comedy, but I guess comedy, like fundraisers. Like people would come and get me to MC their fundraisers and all of that stuff. Like if your church was doing a function and like in the fellowship hall or something, they'd be like, go get Uncle Freezy. Uncle Freezy will do it. And then, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, yo, put y'all hands together for such and such, grandma. Come on up here, grandma. I used to start out doing all of that. So by the time y'all saw me open up the joint, like, yo, welcome to Blawrence Tears. It's your main man, Uncle Freezy, the #1 chief rocker in Knicks universe, blah, blah, blah. I had already been down that road and already got accustomed to being in front of the crowd. You feel me?
Yep.
Yeah, and so, yo, Severe's in the building. Mr. Marquise, what's good?
Boston in the building. Usually don't shout out Boston, but you our guy. You our guy.
Pause. That's good. That's my man. I sneak watch Mr. Marquise a lot. Like I sneak watch. Like I don't say nothing. Like I be like lurking, like in the thing. You know what I'm saying? Just be watching a lot, man. I appreciate you, boss, for like the stuff that he provided to the community. I appreciate that.
For sure. Keep breaking down that dope stuff. For sure.
Yeah, and keep this thing about wealth and all of that, man, about like investing and keep doing your thing. But what I'm getting at, and it's Chuck, and it's the reason why I be so patient with Blawrence Tears, right? And the reason why, like, when we was having guests on here, how I'd be so patient with everybody, like, as they find their public chief rocker voice and move and all that stuff, I could be patient with it because I understood, like, coming up, somebody was patient with me while I was trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? Learning the nuances and all of that stuff. So, Travel Vibes is in the building.
Travel Vibes with salute.
Yeah, man.
Wayne Peterson said something. You want to highlight that real quick? The second comment. As Americans, I don't got on my glasses, so I can't read the small print.
What did he say? He said Wayne Peterson?
Here we go.
As Americans, our values are all screwed up. It's like our decision-making is based off capitalism and sex, not health, wealth, and genuine care for others. You know what? I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree. I kind of agree with that. But here's the thing with that I might be a little buffer on. I would say a lot of Americans have a value system that's screwed up, but then there are a lot of us that have the right value system. We just don't speak up. Right? Chuck, you ever been in that situation where you know somebody doing something dead wrong and you're like, come on, man, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like your homeboy might be like I give you an example. All of us are at a party. Everybody fly. My man's girl shows up. She is super fly. Right? She got the little dress above her knee. You know what I'm saying? She take it to the max. Right? She in a spot. She's super fly. Everybody like, oh, y'all seen Nika? God damn. Y'all seen Nika? And even me, I was like, damn, bro. I ain't know Nika could look like that. And this is my man, right? This is my man, right? I'm talking to, I ain't even know Nika could look like that. And so he like, yeah, man, I don't know why you trying to come out here and trying to show off in front of everybody. And they get into a fight at the party because he mad because everybody looking at his girl because she fly. Here's the thing where it's twisted. Right? Here's the thing where it's twisted. The girls in the party is like, yo, y'all seen Rico? Rico look nice tonight. Rico look like he washed his hands. And yo, we laughing, right? We laughing at Rico because, you know, Rico got his own car shop. So he always going to look like a mechanic. Even when he do get fly, he a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? So the girl's like, hey, Rico look like Rico. You wash your hands? You know what I'm saying? They joking with, but Rico fly, right? But Nika ain't fighting other girls or fighting Rico because Rico look fly. But Rico feel like dudes is looking at his girl. Now he trying to put his hands on his girl just because she look fly. Right?
I've seen that.
So now you like, but instead of us putting a pound to Rico for hitting a girl, you know what I'm saying? We trying to split them up and send them home together. What you think is gonna happen when they get home?
They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight before they get down the road.
Right.
You're gonna see them brake lights.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
My man's uncle. Nah, we having a conversation right then and right there.
Right.
Like I've
like
been
screw the party.
Yeah. Yo, what the f are you doing? Yo, get over here now. Like, what are you doing? That's your girl. That girl got 2 of your kids. You put your hand. Yo, if you touch that girl again, we take a turn kicking your out here.
And this is before the alcohol. This ain't even
ain't nobody even drink. They just came through the back. They went through the front, came out the back door where everybody at in the backyard.
Yep.
And you acting like this? Why?
Right. Right.
Yo, my man, this girl gave you money when she got her income tax because she was working and she didn't want her mom to keep saying things about you being not having money. So she gave you money.
Right. Bought that
you know
outfit you got on.
You money? Because I took y'all up to the Western Union so you could get the money.
Right.
She cashed a check the same place where they do the Western Union. So stop it.
Right. Right.
You go because I know you.
Right.
I know her. You can't do this around me.
Right. See, and see, but our like what Wayne Peterson said, you know, as people's our values are screwed up because sometimes in that event right there, instead of explaining to him, like, yo, you came out here super fly and y'all together, how come she can't be super fly with you? You feel me? Like when me and Mo go somewhere, and Mo be fly, you know what I'm saying? I'm totally confident in who I am, right? I ain't bothered because I operate with the under the assumption that beautiful people exist, right?
Yes.
And they're gonna be everywhere.
Absolutely.
And when you step out your door and you're gonna be jelly of somebody that look better than you, that's a you problem, not a world problem. You know, like if I'm in a room with Shamar Moore and Morris Chestnut, I might be jealous of their accomplishments a little bit, right? But I'm not jealous of what they look like. That's crazy.
No.
Yo, Mr. Anderson is in the building. What's good, man? Congratulations. Congratulations.
Salute.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like for instance, I'm not like I consider myself to be halfway decent. Right. Right. And what I want more than anything is to have a beautiful life. right? I want to have a beautiful life. Like I don't care about the petty stuff, right?
Right.
But if a man comes along, like what's the English dude? What's the dude? Tango from American Gangster.
Idris Elba.
Yeah, if Idris Elba knocked on the door and he like, yo, I got a flat tire. You know what I'm saying? Can you help me change my tire? Right? I know Mo gonna faint. Oh my God, Idris Elba knocked on my door. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying? It's something about a distinguished chocolate man that women like. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The thing about it is I know I'm never gonna be chocolate, and I ain't never trying to be that. Right? I might not even be distinguished. I might be, but I don't know that. Right? I might be distinguished, but I don't know. Right? If Idris Elba knocked on my door and my wife just faint and try to hug him and all of that stuff, like, oh my God, it's Tango. I'm super cool. Right? I'm super cool with it. My wife meeting a celebrity, you know, I'm celebrity crush. At the end of the day, I already know our household and everything in it gonna be intact after Idris Elba get his tire fixed and going down the road. Right?
Right.
I know this. I'm confident in that. Right? But here's the thing. A lot of people are not confident in that. Right? Like, Chuck, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, even with me, right? I'm just a regular guy, but dudes won't say have they girls around me, right? Man, I ain't bringing money. Dude, he talk. Uncle Free. He talk. He'll talk anybody into anything. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about me, boss. You got to worry about yourself. Be confident in yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you barely holding on for a reason, don't barely hold on. Have a grip. Be in control of your situation. Don't barely hold on. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things like control the things that you can control. The things that you can't control, don't worry about it.
That part right there. Right? Control the things that you can control, and the things you can't, don't.
Right.
Don't even try.
Right.
You know what I mean? I agree. I absolutely agree.
And the two things that I learned in life is if you want something in life, hold on to it gently. Right? Hold on to it gently. Like with your friendships, hold on to them gently, man. Don't squeeze them to death. Right? Hold on to them gently. You should hold your friendships like if it's a baby bird in your hand. Don't squeeze it to death, because if you do, you'll kill the bird. Right? And the people that are seeing you squeeze that bird in your hand, you know what they see? They see a fist.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And who can trust that? Right? It's like my man Subliminal 209, who I look at like a brother. And it's not just because we look alike either. people like Subliminal 209 and Uncle Freezy brothers. Yeah, in a way, in a sense, we are brothers, right? But not in that sense, right? Like my friendship with Subliminal 209, I hold on to it as if it's like a baby chick in my hand, right? Like I allow him to be himself, and I'm interested in the things that go on with him, and in a genuine sense. I don't want nothing from Subliminal 209 except friendship, kinship. I don't want nothing from Sub except that. And I think Sub understands that. Like I don't trample on boundaries and all of this stuff. Like when I rock with y'all, when I rock with and I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying this is my approach, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of them deals. Like if you have a value system and a belief system, you have to trust in that belief system, trust in your values, right? And then give it space to me. Like the reason why me and Chuck get along is Chuck knows for the most part that I'm sincere, right? I'm super sincere, like with the things, like in our conversations. And I say for the most part because sometimes I'll joke with Chuck. I'll prod him to get him to open up a little bit because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it just be funny to me, right? Like some things are just gonna be funny. I just want to laugh. But Chuck know that. But Chuck know that off rip. He know I'm not going there from like a mean place. Like I'm not trolling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trolling him or none of that or wish ill will. It's just, you know, because ain't nothing better than like two friends sharing a laugh. And if people don't value that, I don't think they value friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like two people that care and love for each other share a laugh about something simple. And that sounds so childish and so PBS like, but it's real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Yeah, hey, Soul Finger's like, so you saying don't be like the little kid in Bugs Bunny loving George. Yeah, don't smother. Don't Chuck, don't
be Lenny.
Yes. Yeah, man. That's what I'm getting at. And what I'm saying is like the whole in our emotions, like we fill it up with BS sometimes, like we feel like we need validation when all we gotta start with the person in the mirror. Like, what do you want that person to be?
Right.
My only thing now, Chuck, is my only thing now is to get my body right, because when I was a young man, and I know we talked about this yesterday, that we can't recapture the past.
Right.
But in terms of body type, I feel like that's the person that I'm meant to be. And I want to get back to the person that I'm meant to be, not the person that I want to be. The person I want to be is a fatty. You know what I'm saying? Because honey buns taste good. Fried chicken tastes good.
Absolutely.
Macaroni and cheese tastes good.
Oh, very good.
Soda tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
So a fatty is who I want to be, right? But the person that I feel like I'm meant to be is Dave Bautista like.
You know what this what you're saying brings a movie to mind, and I know you guys, but bear with me. There was a movie that came out in the 80s called The Last Dragon.
Yep.
And the main character, Bruce Leroy Green Jr., he was on a mission to find the final master, right?
Right.
I can't remember the name of the master that he was supposed to find. But the moral of the story is he was looking for the full body glow, and all he had to do was find the confidence in himself.
Yep.
Because technically he was a great fighter. Throughout the movie, you'll see him kicking butt and taking names, but he didn't have the confidence in his skill, right? And it wasn't until he was challenged, an unavoidable challenge, in Sho'nuff. And so Chuck is Sho'nuff. Now, man, here's the thing about Sho'nuff. Sho'nuff was on his own journey too.
Yep.
Because if you paid any attention to the final fight scene, Sho'nuff had the glow in his hands.
Yep.
But he didn't have the total glow. Like, he wanted to be the best, and the thing was, he had to be humble in order to do it, because he was technically, like, if he had the glow in his hands, that means he was a bad mofo. And throughout the movie, he just kept saying, yo, you think you're the baddest? This guy's the baddest? Catching bullets with your teeth. N-word, please. Like, the this guy who don't even have the glow in his hands, y'all saying he's the best fighter? And you could have had the whole glow if you were a little more humble. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, when you walking in your purpose, sometimes you're going to be tested in those areas in which you're weak. And once you tackle those areas, whether it be your ethic, whether it be that battle between who you want to be and who you're meant to be. Uh-oh. Did my mic go out?
No, you good. You good. I was
Okay.
reading something.
Okay. But yeah, I think I like that too. A lot of people are bored with their lives. A lot of people are. That's why if you go on certain social media websites, taking pictures of all kinds of stuff, sitting on cars that aren't theirs.
Yeah.
Walking in buildings that they don't live in. Just to get that
Tekashi, yeah.
Yeah, like being comfortable in your own skin is tough for a lot of people. When I was in elementary school, I suffered from that because everybody wants to belong, right? You want to be a part of the group, but sometimes you don't fit, and instead of being who you are, you try to conform and be something that you're not.
Right.
By the time I got to high school, I was like, man, please.
Right.
Yo, man, you not. First of all, I can't afford a new pair of Jordans. That's why I got a pair of white classics and a pair of black classics. These shoes are going to carry me through the whole year. Like we're not caking like that. Oh man, you don't. Nah, I don't. Yo, you don't want to sit at the cool table? I am. The table that I'm sitting at.
Right. Hey, and Chuck, so part of that, and so occasionally I will throw some biblical stuff around, and I'm gonna say this not because I want to preach or I'm not trying to disrupt people's belief system or none of that. You believe what you want to believe, right?
Right.
But in this thing called the Bible, Genesis 2nd chapter 18th verse said, "It is not good for man to live alone." Right? It's not.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
Right.
so God created a helpmate. You know what I'm saying? And what happened from that is people. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're alone and you think it's cool to be alone, even God said it's not good for man to be alone.
Nope.
You know what
You're
I'm saying? So when you hear stuff like that, and listen, you believe what you want to believe, how you want to believe it. I'm not judging you one way or the other. I'm using a reference point, right? Like the thing that we're on right now, this social media platform where a bunch of brothers and sisters can get together and just talk, common talk, plain talk. This is a good thing for us because we get to shake it up, so to speak.
Right.
You feel me? And just real quick, Soulfinger, the song you asked for the name of the song, it's a joint by King Canyon called Ice and Fire. I just put the link to it and the thing so you can listen to the whole thing if you want to.
I believe he has an album coming out on the 13th. Okay. I don't know if it's going to be free or not. I didn't get that information, but
did you invite him to the show?
Invite him?
Yeah.
No. I subscribed, but I didn't invite him. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Because we talked about it and I didn't do it. It slipped my mind, and I promise you, I just thought about inviting him on the show when you said something about his new album. So maybe we can invite him on the show and you know what I'm saying, have him rock with us.
Yeah, Yeah, man, because I got a lot of questions. Where is this soul coming from? What are you
Where
doing?
is this soul coming from?
Yo, all of his joints, a lot of his joints is fire, like just pure fire. But this one right here, fire, and
Ice and Fire.
ice and fire, psh, that speaks to here. That's a jam. That's
That
wake up
is
in the
a
morning,
jam, boss.
loop. Let's go. Baby,
Yo,
you give me ice and fire. Yo, that makes me want to take voice lessons, man.
yes, bruh.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness. Just so for those, I wish I could play the whole thing. I can't, y'all. I can't for obvious reasons. Y'all know why, right?
You should be able to.
I should be able to play the
Fire and ice and fire.
I should be able to because it's a free YouTube song, right?
Yes, it is.
I think I have it downloaded. Let me see. Let me see if I can whip something up real quick. I'm gonna see if I can whip something up real quick where we can play it.
But while Uncle Freezy is doing that, man, yeah, I mean, but this is the thing. You've had all your life to learn about yourself, but what happens is we try to adapt parts of other people to fit in. Like the people that are comfortable in their own skin don't care what you say, don't care what you do, because they're comfortable who they are. Like I don't have to fit in. Oh, y'all think y'all cool? Oh, okay. That's what's up. Right. I know who I am. I know where I'm trying to go. I know what I'm trying to do. And I feel like you learn these different things about yourself as you go through different stages of your life. If you're always a chameleon, like whoever you're around, you're trying to be like whoever you're around, you're never going to find who you are, even when you're alone, because you're going to have all of this other information in here trying to sift through who you are. Like, man, I like wrestling. Yeah. I like old school cars. I like thick grits.
Yeah.
Is
there any other way? I'm trying to figure out why you said thick grits. I was trying to
because
figure out,
there be some runny grits around here. Like, man, what is this? This is soup. It's a white soup.
Nah, we don't mess around.
But I'm not a killer.
Right.
But don't think I'm soft either.
Right.
Because I'm walking away, I know that whatever this is not worth me putting hands on you and me going to jail. Forever. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth me putting hands on you, everybody laughing at you, and now you shoot me in the back. Right. It ain't worth it.
Right.
Oh, Chuck, you all right.
Okay, I'll be that.
Yeah, if that's the way you feel, all right, y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
But a lot of people won't let something like that go. Yo, I can attest to Unc when he talks about being a rage monster. Everything used to, you can't let nobody talk to you that way.
Yeah.
If you, they're gonna think you're a punk. They're gonna think you soft. They're gonna try to walk over you. Part of that is the New York mentality, because hey, man, everybody, this is a rough city, man. This is a rough city. Not saying that other cities aren't rough, because they are. You develop a certain exterior, right?
Right.
But the rest of the world ain't that way. Yo, man, you can't be. I'm like, yo, you only can be who you are. Like a napkin. A napkin can never be a shirt. No. It is what it is. It don't make the napkin less than, but you know what you are, so therefore you know what your purpose is. So you can't get upset. A shirt would be mad if you using it to wipe your wipe, man. You using me to wipe your mouth? Barbecue sauce with a napkin. Who's okay? Maybe I'm going a little too deep. Sorry, guys. I'm getting off my soapbox right now.
Nah, that's why we have a platform so that we can get on soapboxes. That's why we have a platform, bro.
Trying to preach, and that's not. I ain't trying to do that either. But
yeah,
self-esteem is just that. It's how you feel about yourself, how you treat yourself. Just a word of advice to everyone's listening. If the people that you're around aren't genuinely happy to see you every time they see you, get from around them folk.
Yeah.
Because people that are genuinely happy to see you, they're going to always have your best interests at heart. They ain't never going to do no snake stuff behind your back because you my brother, I love you.
Yeah.
Yo, we cool. I love you. So that's just my piece of advice.
Right.
Hold up. Oh, my mic was cutting out the whole time. Oh, so I just have to buy another mic. I might have damaged the joint in the middle.
Yeah. Like
if I plugged in my condenser mic, it picks up too much room noise and all the things that we were talking about, not hearing like ambulance and fire department. Like you're gonna hear that if I switch to the other microphone. But I guess that's what I have to do.
Yeah, because you was, even while you were saying that just now, you was cutting in and out. But but for the most part though, I understand what you was getting at. And I was a little quiet because I was doing the ice and fire joint, trying to put something together.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm waiting on it to download right now. Hopefully it'll download before too long.
Here's the thing about if it's family, see that. Guess what? Your family is your wife, your kid. Everybody else are your relatives.
Yeah.
Because to borrow from Freezy, if you look at the Bible says that when a man finds a wife, he cleaves to his wife, leaving his mother and father behind. Now I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, hey Chuck, I think that mic might be headed to the upper room, boss. that mic might be headed to the upper room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because
man. All right.
Yeah, man. And quite frankly, it's probably about time for me to get another one too, man. They don't make them last forever and ever.
No, they don't. Jeez. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta I wanted to move to the word and relationship corner just real quick.
Let's do it.
I gotta
I wish I knew how much I miss. I know that we're all screwed.
What? Let me hit it. I gotta hit it one more time, bro, because I missed it somehow. I missed it. Let me see. Where's the word at? The word. Okay.
I wish I knew how much I miss. I know that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I
Another joint, man. If you hear the chat, when y'all hear the whole song, yo, this one night, me and Chuck was up, man. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another one of the joints, bro, that you wish, that I kind of wish we could play the whole joint, but the transitions, it's just a transition. It's not really, we didn't design it to be like a joint to, you know what I'm saying, to play for like 4 minutes, because we just need it for the YouTube transitions. But the joint is like, it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe, man. It's like one of them joints, man. You just play it, and it's like, yo, it just set the whole mood for the show. You know what I'm saying? So we got to reach out to King Canyon to get King Canyon on the joint. See if we can get King Canyon up here.
Absolutely. We definitely got to get that guy on. Or whomever.
Or whomever. As long as you two don't slap us on the wrist, man, we good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I think I got the Ice and Fire joint where we can listen to the whole thing. It's processing right now, so I might be able to play it from the beginning to the end. I might be able to play it from the beginning to the end. It's processing. It's processing. All right. Yeah, man. Hey, what is that you said? Oh, stone crabs? Oh, man. Chef NYK is looking out for the cookout. Okay. Let me do this. I just do something real quick. Something, Chuck, I just do it together real quick, bro. I'm gonna just go ahead and play it real quick.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh. appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
Fire, Chuck. That joint is so fire, bro.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if that didn't put you in a mood, if that did not put you in a mood,
Right.
you might be dead on the inside.
I'm saying. Yo, I'm saying it kind of reminds me of a Al Green kind of vibe, almost like that early 70s era
Yes.
where you get straight to the point with your lyrics. Baby, you give me ice and fire. Yo, just the touch of you give me the fire inside. Now I know I'm alive. What?
Yes.
You tell your girl that you tell your girl that, bro, you forever good. You forever good. But people don't talk like that no more, though.
No.
Yo, we don't talk like that no more, Chuck. Why we don't talk like that no more, boss?
Cause it's corny, man. We can't say how we feel. We can't say the real. We can't touch a woman's heartstrings no more, man.
What?
No.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Man, you out here chasing them, man. I replace them. You know what I mean? That's what everybody on. Everybody wants.
Yeah.
People stop being lovers and everybody start being pimps. So
yeah. It's one of them things, man, that we probably the thing about it is the old school players will say one thing to, you know what I'm saying, one thing to the crowd, and they say another thing to their girl, and that's the right way to do it, in my opinion. Like, I don't talk to the ladies like I talk to Mo. Be vulnerable, man. You crazy. And C-Mac said the girl's gonna use it against you nowadays. Yeah, it depends on the ladies that you yeah.
right. Yeah. You have to survey the environment. Where's she from?
Right.
Who is she? Like, how do you interact with her?
Right.
Is she that type of person?
Right.
That would do that. Because you absolutely do have women that you're vulnerable with, and they will use it against you.
But that's not new. You think human nature is new? No. Human nature wasn't invented in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Human nature wasn't invented in 2020, Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Human nature,
yes, sir,
has been human nature since Eve was approached when Adam wasn't looking. You know what I'm saying? And that was human nature started then. When they recognized their nature, that was you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Salute ghetto intellect. Salute, sir. Yeah, definitely human nature is not new. Man, I know this probably has nothing to do with what we were just talking about, but it kind of does in my mind, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we don't talk that way anymore because they don't slow the music down in the club. And you used to, before I could talk like Chuck, whoever was the hottest artist with the tightest lyrics. Oh, I'm whispering that in your ear while we dancing slow, and I'm pulling you close.
Right.
You know, I guess in my mind, I'm like, okay, so you take that element away. Because even if you didn't have the words to say, like you would be on the phone talking to a girl back in the day, and you want to say something, and then you go over to the radio, to the radio, and you hit play, and you let whoever it was, whether it was Johnny Gill, Keith Sweat,
Otis Redding, Jackie Wilson,
whoever had the perfect words to sum up exactly how you were feeling, right?
Marvin Gaye,
yes,
yeah, man.
Yes, like you would make a
Willie Hutch. Yeah. Hey, Chuck, let me jump in here real quick, just a tag team, right?
Yes, sir.
What it is dudes nowadays have zero game. They have swag, but they not cool, and there's a difference. And I said this when I first started the channel. When I used to hear the young fellas talk. When I used to hear the young fellas talk, I used to be like, yeah, he got swag, but he ain't cool. Right? See, when you cool, everybody in the room know it. When you got swag, everybody in the room know it. Right? Like when you got swag, you know what I'm saying? You got on the flyest watch. You know what I'm saying? You got on the dopest necklace and jewelry. Right? And so you swagged out, and you probably got 9 dudes with you because you can't afford to get your jewelry stole, right?
Right.
But when you cool, everybody feel the breeze come in, right? It's like, ooh, you just give that vibe, right?
Right.
Like when I walk up to the mic, you can feel the vibe. Like, and I know this. I'm cool. I know this. Ooh. I take pride in that. Like I'm cool. Like I pulled this girl, no lie. She was 16. I think I told this story. Chuck, you know, Vibes and Stuff been on the air for almost a year. February, come February.
On February, yeah.
Come February.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just lets you know how time fly, right? But anyways. I was trying to holler at this girl named Lisa. She was 15 and I was 11. And I had the biggest crush on her. Like my hormones was sending me signals that I wasn't used to, right? I just knew I wanted to do something with her. I didn't know what because I was 11. But my body was like, yo, you got to do something, right? I was feeling like these adolescent vibes, but I was 11. And I told my uncle, I was like, yo, Unc, I got to have this girl, but I don't know what to say with her. He like, oh, man. He started treating me. You remember Lil Bow Wow and Jermaine Dupri and Bow Wow was like, yo, but I really the puppy love thing. Jagged Edge singing in the background. It's just puppy love. All this stuff, right? That was the vibe, right? So me and my uncle sitting on the stoop, right? We're waiting on my pops to come on. We was about to paint the living room. Right, my uncles and them over. They waiting on my pops to get back from the store with all the paint. Right, and I don't even know why. And my uncles and them used to paint in dress shoes. They used to wear dress shoes for everything. I was like, yo, why y'all wear dress shoes for everything? Ain't nobody wearing no sneakers. We ain't playing no basketball. Don't walk around with no sneakers on. Anyway, it was a different time. Right. So anyway, my uncle was like, yo, you really like her, huh? Y'all 11, and I'm like, no, there she is right there. And my uncle turns and looks. My uncle's like, God, yo, nephew, that's her. Like, that's her. She come over to me and she's like, hey, Uncle Freezy. She patted me on the head like a little boy. and I'm trying to grab her to give her a hug. She's like, "Stop, boy, you nasty." You know what I'm saying? And going over with her father saying something in Spanish. I don't know what he said. And I'm not being disrespectful, but it was like, he was saying something real fast. And she's like, "Ay, papi," but she's saying something in a different language. I don't know what it is, right? And I'm not being disrespectful to the language. I'm just saying this is what it sounded like in my ear. My uncle was like, "Yo, you want to pull her, right? Tell her you'll perform a miracle. Tell her, like, if I perform a miracle, will you be my girl?" And make her say yes. Right? So, like, a week go by and I can't catch it. For some reason, I can't catch it. So anyway, I'm sitting on the stoop, my stoop now, and she come over with a cup in her hand. And I'm like, "Yo, you finally came over here so you could be my girl, right?" And she's like, "Yo, I can't be your girl, man. I'm 16. You're 11. And I'm like, "You ain't 16 yet." And she's like, "But I'll be 16 in this, whenever. And I was like, "Yo, I'll be 12 by that time." You know what I'm saying? I'll be a man. I'll be 12 years old. I'll be a grown ass man. She's like, 12? I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be a grown ass man. I'll pack my bags and run away with you." This is the runaway era. This is like 1979. This is like 79, 78, 79. You know what I'm saying? It's 80s, something like that, right? I'm like a 6th grader. And she's like a 9th grader, right? So anyway. So I'm like, "What you drinking?" She's like, "Man, I'm drinking water. What? Yo, water good for your skin. You know what I'm saying? You need to, you know what I'm saying, start drinking water. Stop drinking soda all the time, right?" So blah, blah, blah. She telling me all this stuff. So my uncle had gave me $20. Right? My uncle Pumpkin gave me $20. Right? And for those that don't know, $20 for an 11-year-old in like 79, 80, that is bread. That's like if somebody gave you $1,000 right now. That's bread, right? That's bread, right?
Everybody eating ices.
Everybody on the block, everybody gonna remember my name. You remember that time Uncle Freezy bought the whole ice cream truck for $11? Anyway, so she like, "Yo, I'm drinking water. Leave me alone. Why you worried about what I'm drinking?" So I'm like, "Yo, what if I perform a miracle? Will you be my girl?" She was like, "Yo, Uncle Freezy, it's gonna take a miracle for me to be your girl." And I was like, "Well, what if I perform one right now? Will you be my girl?" She like, "No." I'm like, "Yo, what if I perform a miracle? Will you be my girl?" I grab her hand. I look in the eyes, like the Billy D. Williams look in the eye, like, oh, y'all don't know Billy D. Williams, the Denzel look in the eyes. Right? Denzel look in the eyes. She's like, "Okay." And I'm talking about, "Will you be my girl for good?" She's like, "Yeah, I'll be your girl for good if you perform a miracle." Right here in the stoop on the hill in Jersey City. She's laughing, right? So I take her cup and I pour her water on the ground. She's sitting there like, "What you doing?" Right? And I walk up to the water that I pour on the ground and step in it. And she was like, "Yo, why you throw my water out?" Because I want to show you that I can walk on water. So I walk on her water, right? I perform the miracle. And she my girl. You know what I'm saying? And so
smooth.
And so for those that don't know what walking on water is, it was like the miracle thing going on, right? So now she my girl. So what I'm saying is this: I was enthralled enough with her to do whatever it took to have her be my girl, not vice versa. Not she got to be my lady because I got stuff. I got a Mercedes. I need a fly chick in my Mercedes. Right? So now a lot of times when dudes stop, yo, where was I at the other day? Oh, geez. We in line somewhere and it's 4 dudes and a fine chick walk by. Right? And I'm looking. Right? And so the thing about it, Chuck, is when she walked by, 4 dudes like, oh my God, she's so fine, she's so fine. She hear him talking, she suck her teeth and keep going. But I blame that on the group that's after me, like the 40-somethings. Y'all messed up the game. The 40-somethings messed up the game.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they so hard. Yeah, the 40-somethings is so hard they can't talk to a girl. They can't holler. They ain't got no game. All the 40-somethings messed up the game. The 40-somethings are so hard. All the dudes that came along, like hit their prime in like the 2000s. They so hard that they can't even talk to nobody. They can't even talk to their homies. They talk to their mama all disrespectful. They talk to their friends. You know what I'm saying? Like they pull up in the yard. They bumping 808 and Heartbreak or something. You know what I'm saying? Everything is so weird. You like yo. When I was in those prime years, you had to be tough. You know what I'm saying? In order to survive in Jersey City and North Carolina and all these places, right? Right? You had to be tough to survive, but at the same time, you would throw on that Prince. Cats would be listening to that Purple Rain. You know what I'm saying? The cats will listen to Kashif and the Gap Band. You know what I'm saying? The dudes that came on after us, they listening to they chick get in the car and they playing NWA.
Wait a minute. But that's I mean, I feel like that's how it depends on how you was raised, man. Because truth be told, the 40-somethings, if you were born,
fault, bro.
No way.
It's got to be, Chuck.
No.
It's got to be.
Well, I think the 40-somethings are to blame for certain things, but the way guys talk to girls, that's just now it's more socially awkward. Like these guys do all their talking through social media.
Yeah, we talking about 20-somethings.
Right.
Yeah.
I still remember walking up to a girl, getting a number on a piece of paper, or writing your number on the back of your hand.
I can't hear you, boss.
Yo, can you? Yeah, man. I don't know what to do about this mic. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
It's not our fault. I'm gonna say that before the mic cuts out.
Yeah, it's the 40-somethings, bro. Y'all ruined the game. Yo, it's because back in the day, we used to wear on our feet, we used to wear Bally's and Playboys and British Knight. Like we used to have like a shoe called Playboys. I used to have a black pair and a navy blue pair with the little Playboy on the shoe. You know what I'm saying? Smooth. You know what I'm saying? We walk up to the girl, you know what I'm saying? Like we used to dress like the Force MDs. We used to dress like the Force MDs or New Edition or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You nice sweater, maybe a turtleneck underneath with your herringbone out. You know what I'm saying? 360 waves or whatever. Some dudes had Jerry curls, but they kept it intact. You know what I'm saying? The 40-somethings, they don't care. The 40-somethings came through with dreads. They like, yeah, I'm just going natural. They coming through to your grandma 80th birthday party and bumping Pusha T in the driveway. You know what I'm saying? And your grandma like, oh, that noise. So tell them to turn that noise down.
But see, I don't think that's the. You know what? I know you're trolling right now because you know that has nothing to do with age. That's about experience and who you're around and who raised you. Because you told a story how you and your mans went and picked up them girls, and he was in the car playing Too Short.
And you know what I told him?
Yo.
And you know what he did? He messed up the night with it. Remember how I told the whole story is? Remember how he messed up the night? He messed up the vibe. You know what I'm saying? We in the is so it's Faulkner. It's like me, Faulkner, his girl, and his girl's girl that I liked, and she had liked me back, right? So we in the car, we thinking this dude is gonna put on like some baby face, you know what I'm saying? Or y'all remember the Tender Love tape, Babyface. It had Tender Love and as soon as I get home from work, I'll buy your clothes, I'll pay your rent, I'll cook your dinner too. As soon as I get that tape is what I was thinking he was gonna put in. I thought he's gonna or some Make It Last Forever. Right? This is what I think he's gonna put in. This fool. I forget the Too Short song, so I'm just gonna say In the Trunk. Right?
In the trunk.
This fool is so his girl get in the car. She's smelling like she got on some perfume. Let me say that. And it smelled good. And her friend get in the car and she got on some type of perfume and it smelled good. Right? I got on Lagerfeld. That's my go-to. Lagerfeld was my go-to back in the day. Right? This dude gonna pops in. It's plain to see you can't change me because I'm gonna live for life. What are you doing? This dude playing the DOC.
No.
Or something. I'm like, what? Man, if you don't take that mess out, but you can't tell people what to play in their own car. You know
Yes, you can. Hey, man, you about to mess everything up. Put this in.
Mess up the vibe. His girl over there with her arms folded, she looking out the window. You know what I'm saying? And this dude over there playing All My Man Power for $4 an hour and took the time to write rhymes in the shower.
But see, those the same dudes. Those the same type of dudes that'll mess it up, right? You'll rebound the situation. Y'all might be back at the crib chilling. Everybody got their little section of the living room or on the couch, and you making your move. And he's like, yo, man, I'm about to play the game.
Yeah, he trying to play Madden.
Hold on. Meeting upstairs. What's going on, man? You about to play the game. Yeah, man. She acting stuck up. You ain't said nothing to her all night. And you got in the car playing some nonsense, and then you don't say nothing to her. Oh, man, she was acting stuck up.
Right. You get in the car playing Just Ice, LaToya. Yo, we get in the car. He playing PSK, Parkside Killers.
Parkside Killers.
He in the car playing. He in the car playing Schoolie D, right? I'm like, yeah, man. If you don't stop.
But I think see, that's more of people without social cues. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they didn't have somebody, like, yo, bro, you're not reading the room. What are you doing?
What are you doing, boss?
What are you doing? Like, I know, come on, man. I know that. I've watched. Again, I think it's how you were raised. Like, I've watched.
Nah, it's the 40-somethings, bro.
Yeah, but here we go.
40-somethings don't have they Chuck, now you may be the exception, right? You may be the exception, but think about how many people, how many men you see your age that are sagging so bad that it's embarrassing. like a lady walk by, dudes be sagging so bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, G man, at that time, I was like 20. At the time, I was like 20. And the music that was out was Babyface, Shirley Murdoch, Bobby McFerrin, New Edition had an album out with Can You Stand the Rain on it. Bro, it's crazy.
This was what, 84? It should have been what? Ready for the World should have been out right then.
Nah, this is like 88-ish.
88-ish? Okay.
Yeah. So it's the Al B. Sure era. Yeah, hey, Danny, exactly. It's like the Al B. Sure is out. Keith Sweat is out. Guy is out. All of that is out, right? and my man is playing. We get in the car, and he playing the hardest hip hop you ever heard in your life.
Why?
Right? Because he crazy. Because he don't have those. Because first of all, he was younger than us. He wasn't way younger than me. So if I was 20, so he might have been like 18. And a young 18 too, by the way. A young 18.
Fresh out of high school, yeah.
So, but he didn't have like those, you know what I'm saying? Like his pops worked for the state. His mom was the principal in high school. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have like those. They wouldn't let him do that in their house type thing going on. So when he got out on his own, the chicks get in the car and he playing Rebel Without a Pause.
Oh, he
playing Public Enemy.
Hey, we ain't taking your car, but my car bigger now. You don't know what to play.
Your car.
To your point, what you were saying earlier about 40-something-year-olds sagging. Yeah, like I think that's those guys still trying to be what they were when that was a thing. Sagging is the stupidest fashion trend ever. For all the people in the chat that love to say pause, it'd be a bunch of dudes with their butts out around other men. So I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about a grown man sagging. I think it's gross.
And listen, I'm not saying off the hip, right? Because I wear stuff off the hip. I don't like my jeans at my belly button. You know what I'm saying? That in the 80s, we used to wear jeans at our belly button, legit. Like the Jordache, all of that, Vasco's. Anybody that remember Vasco? VASCO, Vasco. And y'all know what I'm talking about, the acid wash joints with the leather patches all over it. You know what I'm saying? So I wear my jeans off the hip even now, but I'm not sagging. Right? I'm too old for that. You know what I'm saying? And plus I don't like the way that feel, right? But them dudes in their early 40s, they ruined the game. Right? They ruined the game. Not Chuck. I'm not blaming Chuck. I'm saying like the dudes in the early 40s, they ruined the game. They don't even know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know how to talk. They like 40 something, and I've been like, well, I'm thinking about taking my girl. How's the food? And a 40-something-year-old man is like, yo, the food was bussin'. Bussin'? Bro, you 45 years old. You say you using the little kids' words? Bussin'?
Yes.
They ruined the game, Chuck.
Man,
they ruined the game. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Chuck, you remember this summer when I told you about the 40-year-old lady that was in the Waffle House? Remember I told you I just took a quick trip to the Waffle House to get something, get a keto omelet. Was it a keto omelet? No, what did we get from the Waffle House? I forget what I got, but anyway, I was vegan at the time. I can't even remember what I got. It had to be something vegan. So it wasn't no. But anyway, she in there talking about playing a slow jam, right? And the slow jam was, boy, you should know that.
Oh yeah, I remember you said I ain't no slow jam.
Yes.
I ain't no slow jam.
You 40 years old. Yo, a slow jam is at night. I think of you. I want to be your baby. That's a slow jam in her mind.
Okay.
40 something.
Again, I'm gonna say definitely how you were raised, because see, the people that are 50 and under, that's the last generation to go outside.
Okay.
Everyone after that, like, stayed in and played video games.
Okay.
My era, 12 o'clock on a Saturday, after Soul Train goes off, everybody outside.
Right.
And everybody outside till I call you to come back in. It was the beginning of the video game era. We had a time limit.
Right.
Like be up all night, like some kids playing the game to the next day. My aunt used to come in the room. Didn't I tell y'all to go to bed? Snatch the plug out the wall.
Yep. It don't matter how far you made on the game. You just got to start all over the next day.
But we've been on level 7 for 3 hours.
Yeah. And she gonna come turn the game off.
Yes, snatch it off. And you trying to cuss under your breath because she can hear you. Man,
Yes.
your mama a bitch, man.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't know why she do that, but it was also your taste came from people that were older. You didn't ask people your age for advice because you know they didn't know anything.
They was just like you.
Just like you didn't know anything.
What do you
Right.
say? What do you say? That's what they doing.
Right. So
Yeah.
I think it's how you raise. Cause don't get me wrong. I definitely a chick that I met years ago. We're around the same age, so she's definitely 40 something now. But I remember her saying, "Yo, I can't screw around to slow music." And I was like, "So you mean no music?" She wanted to do it to giddy up, ride that donkey.
Yep.
And I said, "Excuse me?" She was dead serious. I'll never forget it because she had a Iowa double deck with the CD player on the top.
IWA. I remember it.
Yep.
I remember it. Yeah.
And then when you hit all the lights go across the screen,
Yep.
I was like, "Yo, I need to get one of these." And then you know, around that donkey, and I said, "Oh, okay." Listen, man. I think when it comes, I think my generation co-signed too much nonsense that the generation before wouldn't co-sign. I do agree with that part. Like
Right.
the generation before would say, "Yo, pull your pants up."
Yep. Yep.
But now my generation, yo, this how you come to grandma wait
Yep.
with your butt out,
Yep.
smelling like, yo, we smelled you before you came through the door. Yo, bro, why you smoked the blunt before you came in here? Why?
Yep. Why? Why?
We're going to bury this lady. Why are you walking with a bottle of Hennessy? Ain't nobody drinking that with you.
Right.
Man, that's my mama, man.
Yeah. They don't know how. Yeah. Chuck, listen, I say that now. I say that, mind you, I have cousins at that age, so I know. I know this well, bro. I have cousins that are in that range, like 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, right? They don't know boundaries. They don't know boundaries. Like they don't know, just like to them, everything is everything. Like they're the ones that go to a job interview with like a crispy t-shirt on. Man, I ironed it. What? You wore now your t-shirt is new and it's fresh and you ironed it, but you wore a t-shirt to a job interview?
Can I ask a question? Are the fathers involved in these at all? Like in these people's lives? Because this is a father would never let you work. You gonna wear?
Yeah. You mean in the
Man,
house?
you don't go upstairs and put on a shirt?
Nah,
Huh?
they grown. Chuck, these people grown now. These ain't like adolescents. This ain't like a 19-year-old. I'm talking about dudes that's 38.
But I'm asking because a father would instill that in you so that even when you get 38, you know you're going to a job interview, you're putting on a shirt and a tie.
Right.
And to some of my guys who think putting on a polo shirt and khakis,
It's
that ain't
dressed
it
up.
either.
That's
not dressed
really-
up.
Yeah, that's not dressed up.
You going to the funeral like that? Man, you 60 years old, man. If you don't put on a suit,
Right.
a red polo shirt and some brown khakis, telling me you going to a funeral.
What
Man.
is this 6th grade? Bro.
It's picture day.
What the fuck? You dressed up like it's picture day. What's going on? Yo,
man.
Cats is dressed up like it's picture day, right? Picture day. Now listen, I think this is I think the self-expression piece has gone way too far.
Yes.
Some people are doing now like, yo, son, you work at Target? Yes, basically.
Yeah.
Basically. You know what I mean?
The reason I said that is because, like, my uncle, like, I always had a job because I could work with my uncle. But you know, when you want to start making your own money and you don't want to listen because your uncle harassing you. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get this job at McDonald's. I'm like 17, and same thing. I put on a nice little polo. Matter of fact, it wasn't a polo shirt; it was a Nautica type polo.
Right.
And and my uncle said, "Where you going?" I said, "Man, I'm going up to McDonald's, man. I gotta I'm gonna fill out an application." He said, "Man, go put on a dress shirt and a tie." I said, "For McDonald's?"
Yeah.
He said, "You want the job, right? You need to go in there like you want the job."
Yeah.
I was like, man. So I go upstairs, I put on a shirt, I go in his closet, I put on a tie, get in the car, go there. Uncle Freezy, I got hired that moment. They gave me a shirt and told me I could start the next day.
Yep.
The girl that behind the counter said she ain't never seen that before ever. Someone you came in to fill out an application. You got an interview today. You're on the phone with corporate, giving them your information, and they're asking you what size shirt you wear. Make sure you wear black pants tomorrow.
Right. Yep.
If you don't worry about it. It's just your first day. I was like, yo, and that always stuck with me. So I'm like, and this is like 97. Right. So it's like there was somebody in my life to instill in me, like, yo, you have to dress a certain way. There's a certain way you dress for.
You have to dress for success, right? Dress for success is what they used to tell you, right?
Right. So that's why I asked if these people had their father or some kind of man in their life early to put that kind of stuff.
Yeah, my cousins is there. My cousins around, but my cousins them they don't take. So I got sets of like most people. I got different sets of cousins all over the place.
Right.
I got different sets of cousins all over the place, man, and they think differently. Like my up north cousins, basically, they like get the money. They like get the money aspect of it. Hustle hard. My cousins them down south is more relaxed. They like, man, I ain't working no overtime. I'm gonna work 40 hours on the dot. Where the party at? They don't want to. They're gonna be in the yard drinking and smoking and playing spades. And my auntie in them yard making a whole bunch of noise. When you look around, you're gonna see dogs and cars and so that's what it's like for them. But they all different, and I respect them all. I you know what I'm saying, I respect them all, man. But you know, it's one of those things. Like eventually, though, you gotta start taking things more serious, man. Because you know, the 40-somethings, they messed the game all the way up. Bro, they out there like when something sad happened, my uncles and them listening, you know what I'm saying, to Willie Hutch and all of that. And my uncle and them like my uncle, hey, these my uncles, right? Uncle Freezy, go get the radio. Right now, when I set the stuff up to play music, I'm playing their music. I'm not gonna play my music. My uncles and them, they trying to set a vibe. My uncles them in their 80s, bro. Right? So when I play the music, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing some Sam Cooke, some Willie Hutch. I'm playing all the stuff. Some Jackie Wilson, some Johnny Mathis. Johnny Mathis was smooth, boy. Johnny Mathis was smooth as silk sheets. You know what I'm saying? So Jackie Wilson. I always told myself I wanted to be Jackie Wilson, right? Because I was little, you know, watching, you know, these guys be. And my younger cousins, it's like, Uncle Freezy, you putting me to sleep out here. Like, no, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe. Just chill out. Relax. I go pee. You know what I'm saying? Somebody done changed the music. You know what I'm saying? We out here listening to Lil Yachty. You know what I'm saying? Or Young Thug. Some Young Thugger. You know what I'm saying? I never forget. I went to the bathroom. We was at my auntie double wide. Bro, I go to the bathroom. As soon as I close the bathroom door, first thing I hear is a lifestyle or whatever the lifestyle joint by
Birdman.
Yeah.
Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah. Right, and I'm trying to hurry up and pee. I'm trying to hurry up. I'm trying to hurry up and pee. And then the next joint they playing the Schoolboy Q joint. What's the Schoolboy Q joint?
That part.
No, Studio.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to hurry up and I'm just trying to hurry up and wash my hands and get back out. By the time I get back out the door, them boys messing with the music. Look, Freezy, man, you out here putting us to sleep. My uncle's them mad now. And I'm like, yo, uncle, them 80 years old. Can you stop thinking about yourself for a moment and start thinking about others?
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Can you stop thinking? Young people, can you stop? Young people, Chuck, this is what I think it is. The 40-somethings stay in their feelings. They sensitive. Like all they think about is they self. Like even they girl can be there with them, and they don't even be thinking about their girl. They be thinking about they self. You know what I'm saying? They be like, you know, smoking weed. They like they be out there smoking blunt so big it look like a tree limb, right? And they be like, "Oh, don't act like that, man. They said you used to smoke up all the weed." So what if Unc used to do that in 1970? So what? That was 50 years ago. Why are you trying to make that man smoke weed? That man go in the house. Now his Kmart shirt and suspenders smell like marijuana. Oh, got it. Them boys out there smoking that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, there's a respect thing, man. There's a respect thing. Like I watch the real older guys, like being a young jit. That's what they used to call you, little jitterbug. Yeah. I would watch the older guys, like my uncle. They were probably like 25 or something. Here come Miss Clara.
Yeah.
They out there drinking. Yeah. Everybody put their beer under their seat, tuck it behind them. How you doing, Miss Clara? How you doing, Miss Johnson? How you doing, Miss Betty? Right? You need some help? Want me to help you get that? Once they leave, or if they help them, then they go back to drinking or they go back to smoking. Even if they were smoking joints.
Yeah.
They put their joint out. If my grandma can't, like they're grown, they know what they're doing around there, but they'll put it out. I'm like, well, you put it out for? Like, she know you smoking.
And them ladies ain't naive. They know what weed smell like, right? Weed wasn't invented 10 years ago, right?
No.
But what they want to do is get some modicum of respect because they're a lady. But now, Chuck, I ain't gonna lie to you. My auntie went grocery shopping for the cookout, and I looked at all these fuckers sitting down, and my 70-year-old aunties is going in the trunk carrying groceries in the house, and these dudes got rolling blunts.
I'd have whooped some tail out there. I'd have whooped some tail. Like, are you
Bro,
kidding me?
the 40 somethings ruined the game, bro.
Nah, those are just people that were raised wrong, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, think about your 70-year-old auntie carrying juice in the house. You know what I'm saying? And then once the juice get in the house and juice get cold, them dudes that was rolling the blunts, they're gonna come in there and get something to drink.
Man, who raised these dudes, man? This don't sound normal. Like,
I'm saying
this don't sound normal. Because first of all, my auntie wouldn't have went to the store. I'd have went to the store. Because it came out, somebody need to go to the store. All right, what you need, auntie? We need 2 cases of this, 2 cases of that. We need 4 bags of ice. We need a gallon of this, a gallon of that. Okay, no problem.
Now I would have let them go, Chuck, because my aunties and them is real particular. Because when they come to like picking out collard greens and all that stuff, I'll let them now. But when they pull up in the yard, they ain't getting nothing out the car. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get up and go put all the stuff in the house.
But that's how you was raised.
Right.
My grandmother went shopping on a Saturday. As soon as that car rolled up in the yard, if you couldn't go, man, you was taking out bags. It was not even a question. It's not a question to this day. To this day, man. To this day, man. My mom carries something. No.
Get out of here. I don't think she's carrying this her purse.
Exactly. You sure you got it? Ma, I got it.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to hurt yourself, Ma. I'm good.
Nah, I'm good.
We good. So, you ain't about to get like, It's just like here in the city. How do you not give your seat up to this older woman or old lady? How do you not give your seat up to the pregnant woman? That's crazy.
And I bet you that's all over the place.
Like, stop acting like you in your phone now. You saw when she got on the bus. She was struggling. They had to lower the bus down so she could step up to get in. And you want to sit there and act like you don't see this lady with the stomach out to here?
Yeah.
Y'all are wild. I think it's the way you raised, man. I can't say it's an age thing. Because I know some 30-year-olds that are very mature for their age. Like,
you know,
who raised you? Some, not a lot.
Some, but they don't give you the vibe that the entire generation is like that.
No, they definitely don't.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
People definitely 30 and under, all the things that you were saying, for sure. Like, y'all don't have no social cues. I think about it, say, yo, this is your girl?
Yeah. And
you went to the store and you ain't asked her what she wanted, or you didn't even know your girl that well to bring her back what you know she like? Right. Oh, well, you ain't say nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who raised you, sir?
Or you FaceTiming her. Y'all talking on FaceTime in the store with each other. Why didn't you just ask her when you was? Yeah. Anyway, I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta wrap so I can do some stuff, man. Next 1-5, you already know what it is. I gotta make sure that we talk about Tom Thibodeau rotations for like 9 hours straight, back to back, no break, no break. So,
hey, yeah, because I saw it was starting to get a little nickish in the chat.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Listen, guys, we appreciate you all coming through, kicking it with us again on another Tuesday, 2023. Vibes and Stuff live in the morning. Your host Chuck Allen, Uncle Freezy, will be back here tomorrow doing the same daggone thing. We appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your morning, rest of your day. Peace.
Peace, y'all.